Do you show up on a Google search result? Do you want to be discovered when someone types in your name? These are all valid questions, especially if you're selling something. The question I would ask you if you do want to show up and when people look for you is, are you posting on social media? And the next question I'm going to ask you, are you posting regularly? And more than that, I'm going to ask you, what are you posting? And it's so important we see that when you post on social media, you need to post about the customer. What is going to intersect with the customer, not about yourself, right? So we say it's not the me content, it's the them content. How do you invite yourself into their circle? So the more you post, it's very important to know that every time you post, especially with platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter, which are very public, as we've talked about, those platforms get indexed, and they get indexed every single day. And so just think about it. A website, people spend lots of time on websites, right? Websites have web pages. Well, if you want to think of it in a simple way, every time you tweet or you post in a public platform like Twitter or LinkedIn, every time you do that, that's basically creating another web page that Google is going to index. And they index every day, every minute, every second. And so when people say, why do I use social media? Well, the answer is, do you want to be discovered? And do you want to be found? And a lot of people don't understand that the more you post, the more you'll be discovered. Example, go Google myself. Google Joe Stradinger. The first thing you're going to see is my LinkedIn page, my tweets. And so it happens to me. If I get noticed, it's because I've been posting. If I don't post, I'm not going to get noticed. And so it's very simple, but a lot of people forget that. Like they're just, they go to these platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter, which are very powerful, even if you use them to consume. But if you want to get discovered and you want to be found, you want people to find you, I'd highly encourage you to post content. And when you post content, do not post content about yourselves and your accolades. And how many times we go to LinkedIn and we see people posting about their award or all the great things, that all about them. It's really about not you, it's about them, the customer. And so think about what you would post that would attract, that would intersect with that customer who's not thinking about you. I tell everybody, well, how do I get started? Well, go to Google, figure out, who is my customer? What do they care about? And go find something to go share with them or put on LinkedIn so you'll get noticed. And then Google will index that. And so that's very, very important. And of course, we've made Soundboard make that really easy, where we provide tens of thousands of folks, not just the content to go post, but actually what's just as important is actually what to say with that post. And so whether you use a soundboard like ours or something else out there, grab good, meaningful content, but also say something with it. And I promise you, if you're consistent with that, that will get indexed and you'll begin to show up in the Google search result.